happy St. Patrick's Day. So I went and played tonight my drum runs. Some people will know exactly what I'm talking about when I was playing my drum runs tonight. And what, kitty cat? Come on. Meow. Come here. So anyway, so my drum runs here are really big sounding drones, and I run my chanter is a crone phenolic chanter, which is well, the shepherd reeds right now seem to be the only ones that really work well with this chanter, but I've been practicing a whole bunch lately. Kitty kitty. Well, my cats are they're hearing me talk, and those are my pipes. So I brought my drum runs as my primary set of pipes, and my David Nails drones as a backup. My nails do not match the tone of my crone phenolic chanter. So anyway, I was invited to play for St. Patrick's Day at Kamakases in Ogden, and so I am fully aware of my technical skills on the pipes. So don't worry, I'm not bragging about anything. So I went over there, and I don't know how to use Venmo, so I don't know. I'm technology challenged. So anyway, I went over to Kamakases tonight, and it was a success from a lot of points of view. This time that I played, I was a little bit more comfortable, and I had been practicing how to, practicing in my head on my approach that I was going to take, because I'm not used to playing in public, even though this is public here. So I figured, well, I got invited to play for St. Patrick's Day by one of the bands, and so I'm just going to kind of relay my experience. I went in, and a couple of people recognized me. It's been almost a year-ish since I played for an open mic, which turned out really well, except for I was so overwhelmed by the feedback from the audience that I forgot the rest of my set. So what I did this time is, I hope nobody out there is a palm reader. So I put crib notes on my hand so that in case all of a sudden nothing was there for me to play, I could look down and I would have something that I could just pick up right off the bat. So that's part of my learning curve with playing for the public. So anyway, and my cats like my bagpipes, so that's little Xena. Hi, Xena, kitty cat. Anyway, I went and tried to remain anonymous, and I snuck in kind of through the side of the audience and set my pipes down. So it's cold out in Ogden right now, so I wasn't having any really good success tuning, and they said I could tune inside while another band was playing. Well, they were just playing, generic music. So I was trying to play, but I couldn't get my bass drone to tune the way I wanted because I could barely hear it. So I went outside and got everything in general shape, and then my pipes got cold, and then my hands got cold, which is never fun, because the reed stiffens up. For anybody who's watching this who isn't familiar with the way bagpipes work. So anyway, I was there, and there was a bunch of people that recognized me, and then I had another person show up. He says, "Oh, I got a call that you were here tonight, and I was wondering why you haven't been doing the open mics." And I told him, "Well, I work down in Salt Lake City now, and so my days are really long. My commute to work is about 45 minutes. My commute home is about 45 minutes. I leave my house at 12:30 in the middle of the day, and I get to work, and I work until midnight, and then I drive back to Ogden to go home and eat supper. I only eat once a day. Eat supper, go to sleep, and wake up, and my sleep schedule is 180 degrees out from everybody else. So anyway, it's kind of hard for me to get meaningful practice time in because I only have a couple hours in the morning before I have to do my commute to Salt Lake City. So anyway, I got everything all set up and tuned, and I listened to the band play. Now this time I wasn't invited by Kamakases. I was invited by the band for St. Patrick's Day. So this time I'm a little bit more prepared. I got my crib notes, which I didn't have to use, but I had them there for security, and I think that helped my mindset towards playing. Plus, I've had a lot of people supporting me as far as, and I can't name names because I don't know all their names, but they're just telling me don't worry about screwing up or anything like that because nobody will know. And so anyway, the band played their set and everything like that, and they finished their set. So what I did, instead of playing up on the stage right away, what I did is I went and walked the crowd playing the pipes. Now, here's the one I think maybe is an advantage. Some of you guys can criticize me on this, and maybe it's not a good idea, but I am marching challenged because I'm self-taught. So when I was teaching myself how to play the pipes, I didn't march and play at the same time. I just learned to play the tunes. And so that's a huge hurdle for me to overcome. The only thing is I don't have time to take lessons, literally, because there's no space for between sleeping, eating, and working, and my days are so long. So anyway, and okay, it's an excuse. That's my excuse. So what I did, and this is what I think is maybe my advantage, I went and instead of being up on the stage and away from my audience, I marched or walked while playing, because I have no problem playing and walking. It's playing and marching that I'm not used to doing. So someday when I win the lottery, I'm going to take formal lessons in marching and playing, and it's going to be hugely frustrating and hugely difficult for me because I've never done it. And that's my confession, okay? That doesn't change my passion for playing the bagpipes. So, anyway, I walked the crowd downstairs. Now, the place that I played at is a place called Kamakases. It's in Ogden, Utah. And they have a downstairs, and then they have an upstairs balcony kind of foyer. I hope I pronounced that right. Up top, there's no VIP section except for down on the main floor, which surrounds the stage, kind of. And there's one general thing. So, anyway, I played my set downstairs and everything like that, and then now I'm not going to play my pipes and walk up steps. because there's just no, and the stairway was really narrow, which would have been okay because if I would have tripped or anything like that, it didn't have far to tip over. But anyway, I played the circuit downstairs, and really good response from the audience on that. And I'll tell you, the drones on my drum and pipes were just singing. It's like I had them set up and tuned in preset, and they just came more and more unified. Now the chanter, I did the best I could, but the reed is, it's not giving me trouble. It's just that I've been practicing a lot today. So I did the circuit downstairs, and I can barely hear myself playing because there's still, the crowd was huge, and it was loud, and it was noisy, and it's a bar, but everybody, when I would approach, everybody would make way. So I did a circuit downstairs, and then I went up the stairs and played across the top, which is where the music mixing guy and everything like that. And I played across the top, came back down, and came down the stairs, and then played back over to the stage. And then got up on the stage, and I kind of introduced myself. Somebody else introduced me, and now, okay, so I had the microphone. They didn't turn the microphone off because they let me talk, and which I think might have been a benefit. But so I'm a bus driver, and you guys know that I'm a bus driver. So I had an opportunity for a dumb joke. So I told them, well, I'm a bus driver, and that's my normal work. And I've had a couple of times where kids will get on the bus, and one of my jokes, because I like my passengers, and in general my passengers like me. I'm an approachable person. I communicate with my people, and they are my people. They're not my audience, they're my people. They're people that I take care of when I'm driving. So, anyway, I went back downstairs, and then I had the mic was still on, and they could hear me. And so I said, well, here's kind of a funny story. I drive a bus for a living. And so every once in a while, I'll have a mom or a dad or whoever come on with a kid. And my joke is, well, okay, don't take offense, my Irish friends, please, because I'm just enjoying my passengers and making them know that they're important to me, because that's my job. So anyway, I'll turn and look at the kid. I say, I don't know if I'm allowed to have leprechauns on the bus. And most of the kids will look up at their parents, and they're like, what the heck? Well, one day I said this and the little girl's, she's about between 6 and 8 years old, right when they're smart and they understand what's going on, speech wise. And she goes, I am not a leprechaun. So so her mom was like, so there, as they went and sat down, and she goes, Mom, what's a leprechaun? So anyway, that's my leprechaun story. I know it's buried deep in this video, which is okay. So anyway, I said my little joke thing, and then I just lit up my pipes right there, and it was a bigger crowd, and it was a dense crowd, and it was really tight, and I just went through my sets, and I had, the pipes were singing, and my drones were resonating throughout the whole audience. It was like a waterfall over the top of the heads, and they had the lighting set up so that I could actually see the crowd, and it didn't bother me. I had to, but there was people who were staring at me while I was playing as though they were entranced by my playing. I don't know if that's normal or what, but this time, instead of stopping suddenly, when I ran out of tunes, I just recycled everything and played through again. Now, I have a big set that I want to do out in the Pipers, and my one person who I consider my piping mentor, you have to forgive me, some of it's a little bit bawdy, and I know that kind of goes against your standards. So, it's not vulgar, but it's a little bawdy. But that's okay, it's all in good fun, and it's piping, and it's introducing people to bagpipes in a way that they have not heard them play. That doesn't make me a good piper, in the sense of competition. But the guy that invited me to play is theoretically going to pay me. When he asked me if I had a Venmo account, I'm like, a Venmo what? So, he's going to figure out some way to get me the money, which is not a problem. And I played for the fun of it. So anyway, so this camera does not translate the color green very well. So when I went outside, I have a couple of people that know me from when I played before, and came out, and the reason for this shirt and this and all, and I got my hair, because I haven't had a haircut in about 2 months, because I can't find the time to get a haircut, so my hair's kind of long, so I just used some lotion to slick it back and everything like that, and in the image I was trying to project, and I'm laughing at myself, is I'm trying to make the look of an Irish tough. And I don't know if that's a correct term. I don't know if it's appropriate or not. So my hair is slicked back, and I have this kind of tacky shirt that somebody would wear because they can. And then I've got my long john sleeves for my Irish winter, which is still cold out here in Ogden, Utah. So anyway, from my estimation, and of course, and I don't know if this is normal or anything like that at some venues, but I hung around and listened to most of the next set, and then, put my pipes away and everything like that, and then went outside, and there was 3 or 4 people that followed me out. And, they wanted to talk and this, that, and the other. And it's interesting, it's something that I'm not used to, is it's getting praise in the sense of, that was awesome, da 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 da. Because I know in my head, because of my experience in the Scottish piping community, I know what my level is. So I'm highly critical of myself. Now, I'm not saying I need boosts up or anything like that, because I take it for what it is. And I'm grateful and I'm thankful. And it's enjoyable to be able to converse and communicate with people who don't know much about pipes, because sometimes they have questions and stuff like that. And I haven't had to deal with any drunk people being belligerent or anything. So anyway, it turned out really well. And one guy, I found out later tonight on St. Patrick's Day. Somebody actually called him and said, "Hey, so and so is here playing the pipes. Get over here." So, what can I say? I know by Scottish competition, grade 4, and all that kind of piping. Okay, I'm a mediocre piper, but part of playing the pipes is sometimes it brings meaning to other people and a connection to the old world, even though they don't understand the full concept of the seriousness of some forms of bagpipe playing, which I would love to be able to do if I had the time and I was a millionaire and didn't have to work all the time. You know, I wasn't raised in the culture. So anyway, what, kitty? Hi, you going up? Come here. So anyway, I went outside and, well, I'm not exactly pretty, but I went outside and there was a couple of women or young girls and one, come on kitty. Meow. Ugh, there you go. So, one girl followed me out and said that was just totally awesome, da 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 da, and all kinds of other stuff, and that I'm a badass. I don't know. I know that's a compliment because she thoroughly enjoyed it, and then her boyfriend, who's twice as big as me, and whatnot, is standing right there, and she gives me a great big hug and a kiss on the cheek, and there we go. So now I got something to hang on my memento board. So, I apologize for being so busy, and I apologize for working so much. I practice when I can. I bring my small pipes with me on the bus. The weather's starting to get warmer, so I'm able to practice more when I'm have my layovers for my bus routes, and I gotta figure out some way. I'm gonna try to figure a way where my days are, my awake time during my days is shorter. So anyway, I don't know if I fit the image of an Irish tough. It's actually more of a Mexican style shirt, but it's kind of tacky, and it probably maybe fits the stereotype of some sort. And my camera still cannot translate this color of green. So I don't know what the deal is with that. I've got a memento, which I'm gonna save, and oh, and the other next thing is I just found out I'm gonna be a grandpa, which is kind of exciting and scary at the same time. But I've scheduled 2 weeks off so that I can go and try to be present when my grandchild is born, and my sister and my daughter. She's not my bio daughter, but she's my daughter. She's got all my stupid isms, and there it is. So anyway, that's the update. What's going on with me? Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody, and that's my story. I don't have any recordings of my playing, and I prefer not to have any recordings of my playing because I'm not playing strict rules, and I'm not making fun of the culture of piping culture. I'm giving my audience what they want, which is what it is. So there it is. Thanks for watching, and I apologize for not having posted very much, because if you watch this video this far, you already know why. It's just part of living in America. I have people Uh, invite me to live in other countries, Asturias, um, in Spain, and anyway, India, and Southeast Asia, and my second sense tells me just to stay put because maybe something better is gonna happen. Of course, something better is happening because I'm getting a granddaughter. So, I'm not gonna sell my house or anything yet, but we'll see what happens. I'm not gonna destroy my life to make everybody else happy. So anyway, happy St. Patrick's Day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the internet sometime relatively soon-ish. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.